Y'all, Exodus 1, aka Indigo Sky, aka y'all already know who it is. Trigger man himself, Trigger Ranking, man. So y'all know the rules. Y'all come in here, like, subscribe, share, hit notification bell in case I drop something new. Um um with that being said, let's get this show on the road, guys. We're gonna react.
You are watching a master at work.
All right, let me see what we're gonna pull up, dog. I gotta see. Trying to find something good though. Let me see what they got going on.
Forget steamed and boiled. I'll take crabs grilled over poached any day of the week, baby.
Just got this little crab, man. I'm about to take some of these big boys and throw them things on.
Let's see what's going on, y'all. What the hell is that? Rain fraud, the avocado fraud. What the hell is that? Dirt incriminating leak calls are just the beginning. All right, let me check this right quick, and then we might have to go to Trap North Ross. Let me see. Yellow Beezy ambushed in court by. Let's see what they got going. Chiz got something going. Let me see. All right, we're gonna do a Chig Smooth 50 Cent. I just did something about 50 Cent earlier. So we're gonna check this out. Something about 50 Cent and Ebro. Y'all check out Chig Smooth. We're gonna react to this video though.
There's absolutely no way to trust the rest of them. And that's what we can do. We can all make a handle.
YouTube. Chicks.
Chick Smooth. Hey, Chick Smooth. Appreciate all the coverage that you've been doing. I've been watching your shit for a while.
Hey man, you guys know how it goes. When it rains or pours, Ebro is officially going through his own 20v1. After getting fired from Hot 97, every single day he wakes up, somebody else is on social media attacking him.
So it ain't 20v1, it's 1v20. I know what Kendrick talking about. Listen.
Drake to DJ Vlad to academics to all the rappers, and now the worst enemy you could ever possibly have.
So they saying that 50 Cent attacks Ebro and got him fired. So shit, it might be true.
50 Cent. This man did so much damage to New York radio that he just cannot catch a break. You know it's bad when you leave a job or you get fired and everybody is mostly happy that you're not there anymore. Usually when good people get fired, people say, nah, man, nah, him, he should never have lost that job. That company is gonna miss him. But when it comes to Ebro, everybody is saying good riddance, Hot 97. Thank you for saving New York radio. Now, yesterday, Ebro and Rosenberg were having a conversation about who exactly it was that ruined New York hip-hop. I know, it's crazy, guys. The radio gatekeepers don't think radio gatekeeping is the reason why New York hip-hop.
I think the only time people really listen to the radio anymore now is probably when they drive around, and they still probably don't be listening to the radio. A lot of people listen to like morning shows, driving into work and stuff like that, but radio actually is dead, bro. Everything is streaming now, like
Was ruined. Imagine somebody that's been gangbanging their whole life, that just went on a whole shootout last month and killed people, come out and tell you, hey man, we gotta come together to stop the violence in the city. Nigga, it's you. You're the violence. Now, Ebro said he blamed 50 Cent for not wanting to come together and work with any New York artists. Here's what he said.
I told 50 he ruined New York hip hop. He spun it back around on me talking about I ruined New York.
What's up, Azur?
All of his fans and
Azur, how you doing?
Ran with that. But first he was thinking.
It's going pretty good, man. Pretty good. Had to cut my hair, ball my head, line my beard up, get fresh. You know what I'm saying? So pretty good day. It ain't too bad.
Said who ruined New York hip hop. Y'all know Nobody wanted to work together. People who was already popping in the city.
Thank you. Appreciate
was
it.
like, everybody was him and
We're going to hit the bell for you. We hit the DJ bell for you. We got one more sub, y'all, in the house.
Sure, because nobody wanted to work together because 50 Cent was so popular. So
hey, hit the like button too, but where you tapping in from?
That's where that narrative comes from. Now, Rosenberg, if we were to really go through the documentation of the amount of opportunity given to New York rappers in my term or in my tenure at Hot 97, how do you think I would fare when you really grade it?
It's not even true that 50 quote unquote ruined New York hip hop, but he did it more than you did. Neither of you did, by the way. The problem was riding. And people want, I did it again. It's people copycatting other people. And when New York lost its creativity and wanted to start sounding like the South, that to me is when things fell off.
New York never wanted to sound like the South. They didn't. I don't know no New York artists right now that sound like they from the South at all.
Cliff. It really wasn't about any program director or one artist. It was about lazy people, lazy DJs too. Lazy DJs who were like, the hot thing's Atlanta.
But one, I also think to some degree you would factor in there the internet.
You ran with the narrative because you thought it was fun and good promo.
But no, but it was me.
I love to do music. I'm a producer. I'm an artist also. I like artwork. I like, just drawing digital art. I've been going crazy with the AI stuff. So that's pretty much what I like to do. Hang out with my daughters and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
50 going back and forth.
Right, and that's a fun thing to do. But the truth is, it was a completely invalid statement. It was 50 being Trump, which he is in a lot of ways. 50 was Trump. He knows he...
Exodus 1. But it's not spelled like Exodus. It's XODUST. 1. Exodus 1.
He divided hip hop, and so he turned it on someone else. It was complete nonsense, but you ran with it because it was fun.
Well, just like he's been doing all you.
What genre of music are you into and that you like? Come on, bro. But they got some. But they be having some clowns.
50 Cent responded back to Ebro. 50 said, "That's why I put in the word to have your show taken off the air. You can't just go around saying nasty things about people." Now, I'm not even gonna try to fact check if 50 actually had a hand in Ebro getting fired up there, because knowing 50, he probably did. But when it comes to New York radio, Ebro, you gotta take accountability, brother. For many years, a lot of us that lived in the always
so y'all coming in here with these clownish comments. I mean, sometimes I will get you up out of here. My Mars, I ain't had my Mars in a minute. Cause I really ain't got no traction coming. So, but yeah, watch what y'all put, because if you say the wrong thing, YouTube is gonna delete your thing anyway. What's up? What's up, fam? Yeah, YouTube gonna
just say,
erase the comment.
I don't control the music that we play on the station. Ebro does. Ebro was the one.
Hey, y'all hit the like button for me though. Hit the like button.
So that means if he wanted to keep putting New York music at the forefront, he would have done so.
It says, here is some information about me. I am... Oh, yeah, you can't be in here. You can't be in here, yo. My bad. I thought you was... ain't no minors in here. I got to put you in timeout. You can't be in here, Charlotte. It says, on your beard, looking fly. Okay, thank you. I just cut my hair this morning. I had to cut it this morning, so... I'm smoking on some of that Swagger Dash. Yeah, but I'm smoking some of that Mountain Lion Kush. Goddamn, I don't know if y'all know about that Mountain Lion Kush.
Cent is not the only artist from New York. If he refused to work with New York artists, there's a bunch of other artists you can choose from. But instead, Ebro chose to glaze and play only trap music and drill music, which made a lot of New York artists feel like, well, if I want to get my song played on the radio, that means I gotta start making...
It's just the fact that, like, rap basically had different genres in, I guess, the time frame, like the early 2000s. That's when, like, no, I say about 90. I say 90. I say about 94. That's when the South really started coming up in rap. I'm from Florida, so I know y'all know about Uncle Luke and all them. So we had it on fire for a minute. Then it slipped to gangster rap, and then when it flipped from gangster rap, but rap started out in New York. So, and it started out as a more positive form of art. I feel like now they have changed it to something that's like steering the youth in the wrong direction. I'm mainly talking about this drill music. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. Shit.
In drill music and trap music like southern rappers. And of course, payola also played a huge part in it. When radio DJs started getting paid to play music, it was pretty much over at that point. That's when it became about whose label had more money to spend than the actual talent of the artist. Now, remember earlier in the video when I told you guys a lot of these older artists are coming out and attacking Ebro? Well, Saigon came out yesterday and he actually blamed Ebro for pretty much destroying and blackballing his career. Saigon posted this old picture with him and Ebro. He said the only reason I am happy to see Ebro finally out of that specific position is because he was definitely using his personal feelings to hinder motherfuckers' lives and careers. Anyone who has followed my career knows how this guy single-handedly destroyed what I had worked my whole life for. Those who don't know, long story short, on this day we took this picture in the Hamptons, I played him a verse Jay-Z had given me before anybody because I knew he was the program director at 97. And I assumed we were friends. I told him how—
No, this a little BLK right here. I ain't got no pre-roll. I roll myself. I got a grinder. I ain't, so I've been rolling forever, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been rolling since the 60s.
Atlantic Records was a radio-driven label, and they weren't gonna put my album until I had what they considered a radio hit, and Jay-Z saved the day for me. Thanks again, Hove. Ebro knew how much this record meant to me. Imagine Canon Dre's verse on Versace.
From Italy, what's
Ouch.
up?
I can remember—
Hey, man, we got some folks in here from Italy. What's up, man? What's happening? We got hit the bell for you. I do private security. Private security.
vividly something on his face told me he wasn't happy for me. God damn, Ebro, say it ain't so. Like I didn't deserve a Jay-Z feature, even after years and years of grinding to get my name out there. To sum it up, a few weeks later, I didn't—
That one going a little slow, but y'all check out Chill Smooth, man. He got some good content, man. Y'all check the boy out. He fine with it. He fine with it. I'm trying to find something that's entertaining. I might have to do that Panda Press. Let me see. I might just rock out with that Panda Press on y'all. Hold on, let me see. Bro is cooked. One day ago, everyone knew this is why everyone stayed silent about Diddy. The final excuse 2 months ago. Let me see. Hold on. Let's see what he got to say. I wonder did I watch this one. This Panda Press. Y'all check out
The
Panda
Power
Press.
Move isn't showing up late on purpose. It's data insights with FedEx. The new Power
I ain't
Move.
got premium, my
It's not the
bad.
holidays until you've seen Garden Lights Holiday Nights at the Atlanta Botanical Garden. Get tickets now.
You ever notice how every time a black man gets too powerful, too rich, too loud, he suddenly becomes the villain?
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Malcolm, Martin, Tupac, Nipsey, Diddy, and Dr. Umar just said what most people said. They're publicly lynching Diddy to warn Jay-Z and Kanye. See, this ain't about crimes or court dates. It's about control, psychological warfare. They don't hang you from trees no more. They hang you on timelines. So we're gonna break down exactly what Umar meant. The history behind this symbolic lynching, how the media became the new news, and why every black mogul out here is walking on invisible landmines. Grab your...
Oh, I work 12 hours, like 12 hours a day. I usually only work the weekend though. Like on Monday through Friday, I'm basically off, but I usually only work the weekend and shit.
See, because this one gonna sting a little. Let's talk about how they teach by example. So here's what Dr. Umar said, and it's wild once you really think about it. They're publicly lynching Diddy to warn Jay-Z and Kanye. Bruh, that's not just clickbait. That's a whole psychological operation wrapped in a sentence. What he's talking about ain't just about Puff getting caught up. It's about the public humiliation, the message behind it. Cause look, when they want to kill a movement, they don't always use bullets. They use embarrassment. They strip you of dignity, legacy, and power on camera. And they broadcast that fuck.
They did it, man. They got Diddy ass.
Got him! Got him!
That nigga locked up.
Oh, like a movie, over and over, till every young black man with ambition gets the message. Don't ever think you bigger than the system. And Diddy, he was more than a rapper. He was a symbol, a man who touched the White House, moved billions, owned liquor, owned media, touched politics. Too much control for comfort. So now the world watches him fall. The headlines, the clips, the raids, the leaks, all playing out like a live execution. And Umar's point, it's deeper than Diddy. It's a warning. See, Umar wasn't just pulling this out of thin air. History's already shown the pattern. Every time a black man stands up.
See, like these rappers now, bro. We just did a video. Well, I might check the video out for y'all on here. Talking about these rappers, they go on broke and shit.
Build something or challenges the system, he becomes a lesson. Malcolm X, televised martyrdom. Martin Luther King, national broadcast. Tupac, character assassination before the bullets even hit. Nipsey, they made sure we saw the footage, bro. And you ever notice?
Hey, appreciate that. I appreciate that. Hey, much love for that. Much love. Thank you.
With white leaders, they bury the trauma. Abraham Lincoln, top 5 president, but where's his death photo?
Shit, I don't even know. Like, I can't even tell you that. Like,
JFK, shot on live camera, but they hide the real footage. But with black leaders, it's front page, every angle,
When they took Muammar Gaddafi out, that was some of the worst shit I ever seen in my life, bro. I mean, that should have stayed with me forever, bro.
Drop of blood. That's psychological warfare. You don't just kill the man, you kill the hope attached to him. You traumatize the people watching, so the next generation grows up scared to even try to lead. That's
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
It ain't about ending one man. It's about making all of us think twice before we rise.
They take them out in a way that make people fearful to like step up.
Oh, absolutely. It's one of the reasons why they constantly broadcast the execution or at least the death. If you notice, Abraham Lincoln is one of the most famous presidents in American history. A racist, but one of the most famous presidents in American history. You can hardly find a death photo of him.
This season, everyone deserves a little more, and the Mazda CX-50 delivers. Find more reason.
So what is he trying
John F. Kennedy, very famous also. You can find death photos of Kennedy, but not as often as you will find death photos of King and Malcolm.
Wow.
In other words, when they assassinate our leaders, they put those bodies on display as a conditioning for other Africans to never attempt or even dream of following in their footsteps. Those murders, going back to the Willie Lynch letter, they don't murder African leaders just to eliminate that particular threat at that particular time. They murder African leaders as a lesson to all of those would-be leaders who will be coming in the past. You go back to the Willie Lynch letter. Whether the letter is authentic or not is irrelevant. The psychological science of it is true and exact. In that Willie Lynch letter, it talks about making an example of the biggest and the boldest in front of the women, children, and the other men. That's what Malcolm's assassination was about. That's what King's assassination was about. You know, that's what Dean Kamafe's assassination was about. Amilcar Cabral, Thomas Sankara, Maurice Bishop. Their assassinations were examples to would-be leaders because, again, with most black children being raised by their mothers across the diaspora, not just America, across the diaspora, so many of our children are raised by the mother. What does Willie
Slade really talking about here is psychological warfare. See, it goes all the way back to psychological warfare. See, it goes all the way back to that old Willie Lynch blueprint. Break the spirit, not just the body. He said it straight up. When you punish the boldest one in front of everybody, the rest will behave. That's the science of control, bruh. You make an example. You turn a man's downfall into a cautionary tale. That's what they did on plantations. They beat one slave in public so the rest wouldn't run. And now they just changed the tools. Instead of whips, they use the media. Instead of ropes, they use court cases, headlines, mugshots, and memes. Instead of hanging you from a tree, they hang you on the front page. And the people watch again and again. And whether you realize it or not, that repetition programs fear. Deep.
You funny, bro. Bro, so I'm the AI goat. Yeah, man. I've been rocking. I've been rocking it. I love that AI, man. I just I think the last one I did was a comedy commercial. It's called The Nasty Noodle. The Nasty Noodle. Yeah, that's a comedy commercial I did. I think that's like my last AI video.
See what happens when you step out of line? That's why Umar said it don't even matter if that Willie Lynch letter was real or not. The psychology of it is real. The conditioning still works. It's modernized, digitized, monetized, but it's the same damn trick. You can't fight what you don't recognize. And that's exactly why Umar dropped that line. Not just to defend Diddy, but to remind us that fear is the oldest chain on earth.
Damn. Well, 50 Cent added a whole lot of fear to what's going on, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? He added a whole bunch of fear. It's Oh, you like that one? Okay, cool.
Mother will raise her son to be a coward for fear that the same thing that happened to the father will happen to the son. So that's why you don't see unapologetic, politically and economically unapologetic black men as much as you used to. Definitely not in the United States, because they will publicly lynch and symbolically castrate you, Sean Puffy Combs, who may have been guilty of some crimes, but did nothing more than any other white mogul has done in that same space. But we're going to publicly castrate and lynch you since you... That's why, bro, everybody, they sitting there down, everybody quiet, they ain't saying to you, but you ain't heard a peep out of none of these motherfuckers. I'm talking about, bro, these niggas is skirt. I'm talking about skirt. That's crazy, bro. Want to start this black political party, and since you want to sue Diageo, this powerful white liquor company.
See, when he sued Diageo, you gotta remember, bro, the liquor companies, that shit is with the that's the feds, bro. The liquor company and the alcohol, ATF, alcohol, tobacco, firearm, but that's the ATF, big dog. Like, you sue them and fuck around and win, but them folk got a trick for your ass. And Puffy got a big blue jacket on. Gotta go lay on a cell.
Jay-Z didn't know, we're not gonna tolerate this. We need Tyler Perry and Oprah Winfrey. We need Rihanna. We need Tiger Woods. Not to say that he would, but we need Tiger Woods and Serena and Kanye to know we won't tolerate this kind of stuff.
Bruh said, we want Tiger Woods, but we don't know that he would. Like, bruh. Bro, you gotta be kidding me, bro.
Let's be real. The media done turned into the new plantation. Except now, the whips are words, and the masters own networks instead of cotton fields. You think you scrolling? Nah, you watching digital executions. They take the black man with the biggest reach, strip him naked in front of millions and call it justice. But it's not justice, it's entertainment. It's trauma on repeat. Click, share, repost, monetize. They profit off the pain and sell you fear in HD. And the wildest part, we participate. We retweet, remix, react, not realizing we're the new crowd at the hanging tree. We've just replaced the ropes with comment sections.
Bro, dude, man, Panda, man, y'all can please check out Panda's channel, bro. The dude is like, I don't know, this motherfucker like a scholar or some shit, but bro, he be breaking this shit down.
That's why Umar said what he said. This whole Diddy thing ain't random. It's orchestrated. Every camera flash, every leaked clip, every exclusive headline, perfectly timed. They don't just want to punish Diddy, they want to condition the next Diddy, the next black man thinking of starting his own liquor brand, label, or political party. The message is simple. You can rise, but only within our system. And if you step outside that line, they'll remind the world who owns the spotlight. Now let's get real. Diddy's fall don't feel random, bruh. It feels ritualistic. Like somebody hit the play button on a script we've seen before. Look how the dominoes fell. One leak, one clip, one ex coming forward, one raid.
Now we got 140 hours of unedited video. And we gonna, hey, it's coming, y'all. It's coming. The video is, the footage is coming. All this Diddy footage, I think he gonna put out all 140 hours. And that's gonna be crazy. Cause if he put out all 148 hours, bro, that nigga Diddy gonna be like,
then suddenly the whole world's tuned in to watch him burn. And yeah, I'm not saying the man's innocent. Nobody's defending Bad Boy Records hotel life, trust me.
I mean, potentially digging deeper.
My bad, y'all, I ain't got premium.
Why, Aaron and Phil, did you?
But when the fall feels too perfectly timed, you gotta ask who's really running the cameras. Umar called it a public lynching, and that's exactly what it looks like. They didn't want to just stop Diddy. They wanted to display him, turn his downfall into a Netflix.
They gonna catch his ass up, boy. They gonna catch, boy. I'm telling you, bro, everybody, that's why everybody quiet right now, bro.
Documentary before it's even done. That's how you destroy legacy in real time. They'll take a man who built an empire from Harlem to Hollywood and make him the new warning sign for every future mogul with a dream.
Oh, they playing. Well, I guess that dude right there playing.
Cause you know what's scares the system more than a rich black man?
How you need help, bro?
A rich black man who owns influence. And Diddy had both. Culture, companies, connections, and control. That's a cocktail they don't let sit too long. So instead of a bullet, they use humiliation, raids, lawsuits, leaks. You can call it karma if you want, but bruh, this looks like strategy. Now here's where it really gets messy. The Diageo problem. Most folks don't even realize this might have been the real spark. Diddy wasn't just a rapper with a Ciroc bottle. He was an equal partner in one of the biggest liquor deals ever made with a black entrepreneur.
ATF, alcohol, tobacco, firearm. That's the feds.
And when he sued the
that what Kanye might have been talking about on Drink Champs when he said Diddy is a fed. Damn, I ain't even think about it like that. He right though.
Diageo, a $1 billion British liquor empire, he didn't just file paperwork. He challenged the structure of white corporate power. Umar called it plain. You sue a white liquor company, start talking about a black political party, and next thing you know, they coming for you.
Somebody said pineapple fried rice. Hey, that sound kind of good, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? That shit sound good. Shit.
And look what happened. Suddenly, leaks, allegations, old footage resurfacing out of nowhere. You ever notice how timing works when a black man starts suing the wrong people? The world flips that open investigation switch real quick. Because it ain't about liquor, bruh. It's about leverage. Ciroc was never just vodka, it was visibility. Revolt TV wasn't just media, it was message control. And that's what scared him. Diddy wasn't asking for a seat.
I forgot to add the name, but they got a liquor under Diageo. They got that what that shit called? Casamigos.
The table. He was building his own. So they flipped the script. From mogul to monster. From self-made to self-destructed. All while the headline sold the downfall like it was justice served. But deep down, you can feel it. This wasn't just about accountability.
You from Italy, or was you like, are you from Italy, or are you how can I say it? An alien. You from another country and you moved to Italy, or are you originally from Italy?
It was about containment. Now let's talk about Hov, Jay-Z. The billionaire chess player who moves like every square on the board got cameras on him. You notice how quiet he's been through all this? No tweets.
Jay-Z been goddamn, I'm talking about mute. Jay-Z ain't saying shit. Jay-Z been quiet around this motherfucker.
No statements, no interviews, just silence and strategy. And that ain't by accident. Jay knows how this game goes. One wrong sentence, one emotional reaction, and they'll make him the next headline. That's why Umar mentioned them by name. We need Jay-Z to know we won't tolerate this. Translation, stay in line or we'll turn your empire into a documentary too. See,
they told Jay-Z, stop playing with me before I turn you to a song looking at nigga. That's what they said, bro.
The brand on beating the odds. From Mossy Projects to Madison Square Garden. But that same success turned into a cage. He's so powerful, he can't even move freely no more. That's the scary part of making it inside the system. You become too valuable to fight it. Jay ain't stupid. He saw what happened to Ye, what's happening to Diddy. He's thinking, if they can cook them, they can fry me too. So
Ye got cooked, but Ye didn't get cooked like Diddy got cooked. Ye, they took a couple billion, about $2 billion from the man. The man's still up, right? He's still up, still rich, still good, still living a good life. Only problems he probably having is maybe family problems, allegedly, because, you know, he cares about his children. And me being a father going through certain things, I understand like where he be coming from sometimes, some of the stuff he be saying.
Plays quiet, invests in art, NFL deals, reform movements, stays politically safe while still looking like he's making moves. It's not cowardice, bro. It's survival. And that's the deeper message Umar hinting at. Even the kings in this game ain't free. They just got bigger chains made of equity. Now on the flip side, there's Ye, the loudest voice in the room. The man who said, I sold my soul to the devil, it came with a few toys. Umar said it plain. Kanye's been the most outspoken, but he always keeps a snow bunny on his arm. And that's the paradox right there. Kanye's like that dude who breaks out the Matrix, but still
I ain't think about it like that. Like he broke out the Matrix because he got a white girl. I ain't even think about it like that. Never thought about it like that. But you get you a white girl, bro, you can pretty much go anywhere, bro. As long as they're not racist and they hating on you, but you get you a bad white girl, you can go anywhere in the city, bro. They letting you in, my dog.
Asks about the chains he escaped with. He talks truth about music industry control, media ownership, the Israeli influence, but the imagery he keeps showing tells a different story. You can't preach liberation and still flex the same validation you fighting against, because that's how the system wins. It don't silence you, it absorbs you.
Now, out of all of them, Kanye has been the most outspoken, right? And I appreciate Kanye's unapologetically black tone. I'm not gonna say African with him because I don't know if he identifies as African. So I'm gonna say unapologetically black. And of course, I'm the father of both of those.
A little fun fact, Kanye West's mama taught at my college, Morris Brown College, downtown Atlanta, Georgia. His mom taught at my school.
Sayings, by the way, I created those. Unapologetically black, unapologetically African, even though everybody ran with it, those are Dr. Umar's creations. But anyhow, even in Kanye's unapologetic assessment and expose of the Israeli control of black entertainment, he always manages to keep a snow bunny on his arm. And the reason...
Damn, so the snow bunny, right, we need the snow bunnies so we could break out the matrix. I ain't even think about it like that, bro. I might go looking for a snow bunny tomorrow. Talking about it. I need a snow bunny.
He keeps the snow bunny on his arm because the snow bunny symbolizes to the white power structure that no matter what I say or how much I challenge you, I still go home and sleep.
And Umar's point wasn't to clown Ye, it was to show how deep the programming goes. Even the ones who see the truth still crave the same approval. That's what the snow bunny symbolizes. Compliance disguised as freedom. Kanye wants to be independent, but he still plays their game. Fashion shows, brand deals, social validation. That's why his message hits hard.
What up?
Never lands clean. He's both the rebel and the evidence that rebellion costs everything. And Umar used them as a mirror to show that even our loudest voices still echo inside someone else's system. So yeah, Ye's free, but only as free as they allow him to look. See, this is the control game, bruh. You don't need chains when you got contracts. You don't need whips when you got publicists. Every black icon that reaches a certain level, they get a visit. Not literally knock on the door type, but the message gets sent. Stay in line.
Oh, Argatha? I think is actually real. I think Argatha is real. And I feel like if you go down, I got a little AI video I did where we went over the ice wall in Antarctica, and basically we went to the center of the earth, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I do believe that shit. I believe it, bro. And I believe that's why, like, Antarctica is so, like, you can't just fuck around in Antarctica, bro. You know, it's some shit out there, bro, we don't know about.
Congratulations, guys, on another great year. Thank you so much for your content.
My bad, y'all ain't got premium.
The people don't talk too loud. That's why Umar listed the names. Jay-Z, Oprah, Tyler, Serena, Rihanna, Tiger Woods, even Ye. These are global faces, but global under supervision. They let you build a brand, yeah, but that brand gotta fit the system's aesthetic, not challenge it. Try stepping outside, they pull the plug, freeze endorsements, cancel tours, make you radioactive overnight. That's why so many of our heroes age into silence. They learn speaking truth costs too much.
One thing I will say, the person that I respect the most out of all of these entertainers and things of that nature, bro, like as far as like longevity and value and integrity, I gotta say, I gotta give it to Denzel Washington. He ain't never heard about that man cheating. He ain't never, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, his whole image has been clean his whole career. Like, that shit is crazy, bro. Like, Denzel Washington don't have one scandal, bro. Not one. Oh, you want to get that bomber clock? Okay, I got you. Bro, so you want that bomber clock. They bearded them.
And the system, oh, it's slick. It'll make you believe you're free. It'll hand you awards, call you visionary, put you on magazines, then remind you whose building you're standing in. This is why Diddy's fall hit so hard. It was a public reminder to everybody else in that circle. They don't just punish individuals, they calibrate obedience. That's the hidden contract of fame. You can win big, but only if you never question who writes the rules. Now let's talk about the part most folks scared to even mention, form of castration. Umar ain't lying when he says they don't hang you no more. They humiliate you. They strip your image, your reputation, your masculinity.
They do all that to you, bro. That's, God damn. That's crazy, bro. Like, But you gotta be careful out here. That's why I'm glad I ain't hop off into music. I do music, but I'm glad I didn't hop off into it. Like for real. Like it's too many eyes on you, bro.
In front of the whole world. That's the 21st century rope. They don't need a lynching tree. They got X. They don't need a mob. They got comment sections. Every clip, every headline, every meme, expensive property with better benefits. Because look around, the patterns don't lie. Every time one of them gets too loud, too independent, too unapologetic, the system readjusts. And that readjustment is cold-blooded. They let you taste the throne, but they own the kingdom. They hand you the mic, but mute the message when it starts hitting too deep. They give you representation, but never revolution. And that's why Umar's message hits a nerve, not because it's new, but because it's consistent. We've been seeing this since Garvey, since Malcolm, since Sam Cooke, since Tupac. Same rhythm, same punishment, different hashtags.
They killed Tupac though. That shit was so bad, but they killed Tupac, man.
You get the mansion, but not the muscle. You get the deal, but not the direction. You get the money, but only if you promise not to wake the sleepers. So nah, this ain't just about Diddy. It's about control. Who gets the lead? Who gets destroyed? And who gets televised when they fall? And the real test ain't whether these brothers survive. It's whether we finally stop needing validation from the same system that keeps killing our leaders in slow motion. That's the deeper lesson. Every black billionaire is still one bad headline away from being a cautionary tale. And if that don't scare you, it should wake you. See, at the end of the day, this ain't about celebrity gossip. It's about patterns, pain, and power. We watch these public lynchings on our screens and call it news, not realizing it's a rerun of the same old play. The goal ain't to defend Diddy or blame the world. It's to understand how the game's played, how they psychology the same way we study survival. They learn, if you can't kill the body, kill the image. If you can't silence the man, flood the feed. If you can't stop the movement, distract the people who are supposed to follow it. And it works, bruh. Every time we see another black figure fall, we internalize fear instead of strategy. But here's the flip. Once you see the manipulation, it loses its power. Once you stop worshiping celebrities and start building communities, you take the magic back. Because trust me, ain't no savior coming from Hollywood, from politics, or from billion-dollar boardrooms. Freedom starts with awareness. And that's what this whole conversation really about. So if you learned something tonight, drop a comment below, because I want to know. Do you think the system actually plans these downfalls, or is it all just coincidence? Either way, stay sharp, stay grounded, and question everything. And if you vibe with this one, check the next video that just popped on your screen. It dives even deeper into how the system plays with perception. And I'll see you on the next one. Panda out.
Let's see what that one is.
Another wrinkle?
That's irritating.
But your retinol shouldn't be. New Olay Retinol 24 with triple collagen.
Bruh, I'm gonna say something that's gonna piss some people off immediately. This clip should have ended Diddy years ago.
Oh,
but nah,
we just did
everybody.
That one. We just did that one last night. Let me see.
Bruh, after watching part 2 of this documentary, I'm sitting here like,
No, God!
nah, there's no way. Because they didn't just sprinkle hints. They didn't just imply stuff. They straight up built a roadmap suggesting Diddy might have had a hand in both murders.